Welcome back. Hope you remember the electronic configuration that we had done in the previous classes. And we had found some specialty with the element chromium, electronic configuration specialty with the element chromium. Today's class, again we are going to discuss about 5 more elements and their electronic configuration and what is the specialty with one of these elements. The first one, we'll start with manganese. Manganese will have an electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d, 4s2. So I did not fill the number of electrons in d. Still, we will find out 25 electrons, how many electrons that we can arrange in d. Here it becomes 2 plus 2, 4 plus 6, 10, 10 plus 2, 12, plus 6, 18, plus 2, 20, and remaining 5 electrons can be filled here. Okay. Now here onwards I will be going with the last two subshells 3D and 4S, so that it will be the repetition. Till here it will be repeated, the same way it will be repeated, completely filled, because only one electron is getting increased. So the last one will be different here. We will move on to iron. So this will be the same as that of 1, and the next one will be 3d6 4s2. 3d6 4s2. Here we cannot have any kind of changes since d can have a maximum of 10, and we were discussing in the previous class that if it is completely filled d10 or if it is d5, it is stable. But here, in order to make it d5, we have to shift to some other subshell. 4s cannot accommodate more than 2 electrons, so it is not possible in this case. And while moving on to cobalt, we will have 3d7 and 4s2. Next one will be 3d8, 4s2, and here it will be 3d9, 4s2. I'll come back to this copper, and the last one zinc will be 3d10, 4s2. Here we have to have a slight change. Instead of 3d9, we will make it 3d10, and instead of 4s2, we will make it 4s1. Remember, as I told in the previous class, that completely filled elements with completely filled subshells or elements with half filled subshells are more stable compared to other electronic configurations. So here we had actually 3d9 and 4s2. We have changed it to 3d10 and 4s1 because d is completely filled now and s is half filled. In the previous case, it was 3d9 and 4s2. S was completely filled, but 3d was lacking from 1 electron to make it completely filled. So here we have managed with that electron from S subshell. We have borrowed 1 electron from S subshell and we filled to D subshell to make 3d completely filled and 4s is half filled. So you may remember that in the previous class I had told about the element chromium, and now here we are getting the element copper. Chromium and copper. It is very simple to remember these two elements. Okay, chromium and copper has this type of, or they have this type of special arrangement of electrons so that they are stable.